Beneath the mask, Simon Riley, ex-listener. The safe house smelled like gun oil and instant coffee, the kind of place where time stretched thin between missions. He'd been sent here under the guise of extra support, quote unquote. But everyone knew the truth. Captain Price didn't want his daughter anywhere near active ops unless he could keep an eye on her. Tonight, though, Price was across the compound, running drills with soap and gas, leaving you and Ghost alone in the dim common room. Ghost sat on the worn couch, mask still in his place, gloved hands resting on his thighs. The skull mask made him look like every bit of the legend. But you'd seen the mask of the man beneath it enough times to know that the tension in his shoulders wasn't just from the last op. "You're staring," he said, voice low and rough under the gravel. "Can't help it," he said, crossing the room slowly, heart kicking up when his dark eyes traced your every step. "You're hard to look away from, Simon." He exhaled through his nose, a sound that might have been amusement or warning. You stopped in front of him, close enough that your knees brushed his. For a long moment, neither of you moved. But just then, his hand lifted, gloved fingers curling lightly around your wrist, thumb pressing over your pulse. "Price would have my head," he murmured. "He's not here." He leaned down, bracing one hand on the back of the couch beside his head. "And I'm not a kid, Simon." His grip tightened just enough to make you feel possessive. You tumbled into his lap with a soft laugh, but that died the second his other hand found the small of your back, steadying you. The mask stayed on. He never took it off completely in places like this. He tilted his head. You felt the warmth of his breath through the fabric. It started off small, careful, a brush, then pressure. Simon kissed like he fought, deliberate, controlled. Every move was calculated, but you learned how to crack the control. You nipped at his bottom lip through the mask, and he growled low in his chest, the sound vibrating against you. "Brat," he murmured, but there was heat in it. His hands slid up your spine, fingers splaying wide between your shoulder blades, pulling you closer until your chest was pressed to his tack vest. His gear was still on, rough edges and straps, but you didn't care. You kissed him harder, tilting your head to find the right angle, and he met you there, mouth hungry now. The mask was in the way, so you tugged it up at the edge, near his jaw, and he let you peel it up just enough to expose his mouth and the stubble along his chin. The first real touch of skin made you shiver. He tasted like black coffee and the faint scent of extortion. His tongue traced your lower lip, teasing until you opened it, and then the kiss deepened. You shifted, looking at him, and his free hand gripped your thigh. "I miss this," you whispered between kisses, lips trailing across his jaw where your mask had ended. His skin was warm, scoured in places you'd memorized. "It's been 3 days, he murmured, voice rougher now, breath coming heavier. He turned his head and caught your mouth again, deeper this time, tongue stroking yours in a rhythm that made heat pool in your lower belly. One of his hands slipped beneath your shirt, palms flat against your back, calluses catching on your skin. The touch was respectful, but fighting to do more. You looked at him, pulling apart, just to press his forehead to your own. "Careful," he warned, but his hand didn't leave your back. Instead, his thumb traced slow circles over your spine. "I'm always careful," he giggled, kissing the corner of his mouth. "Even when I don't want to be." He huffed. "Price's girl through and through." You groaned. "Don't bring him up right now." You kissed him again to make a point. Minutes blurred and there was no rush in the quiet safe house, just a low hum of the generator outside, the steady thud of his heart beneath her palm. The safe house lights flickered once as footsteps approached, but the memory of his mouth on yours kept you steady. Some shadows were worth hiding in, maybe.